In this tutorial, I'm going to show you a couple ways to adjust the white balance of a picture, which usually is the first thing that I do when I open a new picture in Photoshop. Correcting the white balance can instantly make a tremendous difference in how good a picture looks. The first way I'm going to show you is in Camera Raw. So here I have this digital negative file. Command O to open it in Camera Raw. Wait for it to load. Here we go. It's a picture I took a long time ago. It's fairly good, but the white balance is really off. White balance is basically the color shift that neutral colors like black and white and gray have towards either blue, yellow, green, or magenta. If you notice, the entire picture looks kind of yellowy. That's not good. The boat in real life was not really yellow. It was white. And so I guess another way to say white balance would be how the picture differs from how it really looked in real world as far as whites and blacks and grays. The way to correct this and make the picture look more realistic is very simple in Camera Raw. And it involves the third tool up here on the toolbar, the white balance tool. And the shortcut for that is I, letter I. And if you notice, it's a little eyedropper that's half filled. Now, all you have to do, it's really simple, is click anywhere on this picture that you know is white. Like I know the trim on this boat here was white, so I'm just going to position the cursor there and just click. And bang, it's corrected. I'm going to press P to turn the preview on and off so you can see the difference. And I think it went a little too far. It's a little cool on the temperature, meaning it's a little too far to the blue. So I'm going to raise that up a little bit to make it look like it's really white. There, and instantly this picture is 10 times better. Now, of course, I can, if I restore this to default, Camera Raw default, adjust it myself, but it's a lot better to have the computer do it. One way I can tell if the computer did a good job without looking at myself is I can take this fourth tool, the color sampler tool, which the shortcut is S, and I can just click on a point that I know should be white, something I know should be black down here, and I'm going to look at these numbers. These are the RGB values for that specific point. If they are all relatively similar, like within 1 or 2 points of each other, that means that it's correctly white balanced. There's not much color at that point. If you notice here on this point number 1, which is right here on the trim, the blue is 4 points higher than the red and 3 points higher than the green. That means this point is a little blue. So I'm going to just correct that a little bit, raise this up, and now if you notice they're all really close. And same here with point 2 now. They're all really close, which means there's not much color there. Yeah, and I think it looks better. I'm just going to clear the samplers. So now I'm just going to take it off a little bit. So let's see, it looks like it's noticeably blue, just so that I can prove a point in Photoshop. Now let's say you're done in Camera Raw and you open your object in Photoshop. But you realize, oh no, my white balance is wrong and I don't want to go back to Camera Raw. Or let's say you've rasterized your layer and you can't go to Camera Raw. What I'm going to do is click here and go color balance. Or you can come up here and color balance is the second row, third one from the left. These are very similar to the first two sliders in the first panel of Camera Raw. And I'm just going to drag this third one, the yellow, a little bit to the left. Because if you remember in Camera Raw, I made it a little extra blue just to prove a point. Well, I'm proving the point by showing that by sliding it towards the yellow, you can correct it a little bit. Now, in sliding towards yellow, I added a little bit of green to the picture for some reason. So I'm just going to take it towards magenta a little bit to cancel out that green. Command 0. And you see I corrected it a little bit. It's much easier and better to do it in Camera Raw because it does a much better job and destroys less pixel data than doing it in Photoshop. So I really only use Photoshop for color correction and changing the white balance if there's a small change that I wasn't able to get in Camera Raw, or I simply didn't realize that it was wrong in Camera Raw. So ultimately, by correcting the white balance in a picture, you can dramatically improve the picture and make it much more realistic, which in most cases is what you want.